limited when it comes to suspensions and disciplinary behaviors.
Research shows that your environment has an impact on you, and opportunities that you have, it plays a role. The kind of relationship your parents have when it comes to going to college, all these things play a role.
It starts at home. It can be your family, it could be your neighborhood, that which is secure to you.
When I grew up, my grandmother and the people in the neighborhood would not allow me not to succeed. We don't have what we used to have, and we need to get back to it.
We often talk about the criminal justice system, but I believe we don't talk about the educational system enough.
The lack of money, the lack of all the necessary tools to get them better education is not there.
We would get the hand-me-down equipment. We would buy new equipment, but the school district would give it in some cases to better communities and give us their old stuff. I always had to go out and ask others to donate so that there was equitable opportunity. Not equal, but equitable opportunity, and there's a difference.
Always find a way to pump more money and more resources into predominantly white schools, regardless of what community you go into, and we find a way then to devalue and to defund the black and minority schools.
And when we learn to share all resources to all children, then that, and only then, that becomes equality.
We have to be very intentional about the pedagogy that we are using in our schools. Are we using a banking system to where, like you said, having our students go to prison? Are we having them develop as leaders?
Young people don't have the reading, writing, and arithmetic skills and the critical thinking skills that they need in order to be successful.
I think that in these neighborhoods where you have students who are failing, who are not doing well, who are kind of overlooked, and people will sweep to the side, once they're not doing well on the standardized tests, once they are not, they're getting in trouble, their behavioral problems, ADD, whatever it may be, then those are a pool of students that they know that they can pull from. And they kind of, I believe that they tag them early in life and direct them to prison.
When you don't have social workers to deal with children's behavioral problem, that's the beginning of the school to the prison pipeline. What we have in place is we have teachers that are failing our children, suspending our children for minor behavior. And as a result of that, they tend to embrace gang and drug-related behaviors.
There's not only a school to prison pipeline, but also a foster care to prison pipeline. Black families are being targeted by child protection right now. Our children are overrepresented in this system. They're being wrongfully removed from their families. A large number of them, once removed, are crossing over from child protection into the juvenile justice system. They're making prisoners, basically, out of children who are involved with them because they're saying that they need protection. If they need protection from you, how are they crossing over? Such a large percentage of our youth crossing over from child protection into juvenile justice.
The system is like a Band-Aid effect. It doesn't address the causes. It just covers over the symptoms. And that's where we find our foster children in a lot of cases.
But what our community has shown is that we're very resilient. Although most of our people have been placed in adverse situations, we still have those exceptions that still rise above that.
We have to get involved. We have to know what's going on. As a parent, you should know your child's friends. You should know your child's teachers.
We need more dedicated people to mentor our young people to ensure their success.
I know that if I talk to somebody around my age, they're gonna listen to me before they listen to somebody 3 times my age. So you just gotta make it relatable, make everything, attractive to people, and then the crowds will come.
Thanks to organizational structures like the NAACP, the information can get out there. Most people don't understand how important information is. We have to come together as organizational structures to talk about the issues, but then implement things that are going to be able to make us successful.
And don't let somebody tell you what you can and can't do. Just because they said you can't do it, don't don't say you can't. I mean, just because you came from like a low environment, that doesn't mean you can't like exceed your goals.
As us African Americans can't try to be in our dictionary because our ancestors went through so much. What if they had said can't? What if they had sat back and said we can't do this, we can't get through this?
It's going to take the onus of it. And once we take onus of that and understand that we do have the power and also that we have the responsibility, then we can move forward.
We're dealing with a ton of excessive force, police brutality, killings, etc. And it's just time for us to actually step up and do a little bit more, man. We've been fighting for a long time, and it's like, if everybody come together and fight a little bit harder, we can tear down this whole pipeline of prison. We can tear down the whole criminal justice system, and we can be liberated in the process.